Yes, ma'am.
So let's just conclude the question number 10.
No, Mataji, I have to complete. I have not completed.
Yeah, please complete, Mataji.
So karma is actually action, akarma is inaction, and vikarma is probated action. I have written that. So I was talking about vikarma. So people there's a risk of being degraded to lower species. I have given a table. So don't worry, it will be clear when I will share the table. It's not jumbled up. Akarma is devotional service. So for devotional service, Mataji has explained, have come to a platform of devotional service to Krishna. No fruitive activity binds and me no fruitive activity binds and means rebirth. So there is no rebirth for them because they are into devotional service for the Lord. So is it clear?
Yes, it's explained in good detail. In single word,
Yeah,
karma is not just action. Karma, we can also add the adjective fruitive action. The karma is fruitive action. Vikarma is prohibited action. And akarma is inaction or devotional service, like you said. In short.
again say that, Mataji, I'm writing. You are saying karma is fruitive
You
action.
can
I
conclude
added
by
as
saying, in short, karma is fruitive action. Vikarma is prohibited action. And
right.
and akarma is inaction or devotional.
Inaction. I have written.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will go to the 11. Explain the analogy of the patient suffering from the bowel disorder 4.24. A conditioned soul entangled in material contamination is sure to act in the material atmosphere, and yet he has to get out of such environment. The process by which the conditional soul can get out of the material atmosphere is Krishna consciousness. For example, a patient who is suffering from the disorder of bowels due to overindulgence in milk product is cured by another milk product, namely curds. The materially absorbed conditional soul can be cured by Krishna consciousness as set forth here in the Gita. The process is generally known as yagna or activity sacrifices, simply meant for the satisfaction of Vishnu or Krishna. So is it clear or should I explain?
Yeah, could you explain? Because I didn't actually really understand this.
So here they are saying,
please, Mataji, explain.
Yeah, they're saying that if a person is suffering, suppose from a bowel movement, a bowel problem, like suppose he's having a diarrhea, because he had a lot of milk product, he had cheese, he had paneer, he had a lot of paneer, sabji, and cheese, and all this and that, and something like pizza and all. So how can he be cured? So the cure is there's one more good product of milk, that is curd, which has been eaten for ages. So it somehow pacifies the stomach, it cools the stomach, it satiates the stomach so that the bowel movement can be controlled and he feels better in his stomach. That is a stomach disorder analogy given here. In this analogy, they are trying to explain that we are materially contorted, that is the mode of material nature is acting upon us. So sometimes you are in mode of passion, sometimes you are in mode of ignorance, and sometimes you are in mode of goodness also. But we need to perform sacrifices, that is yagna. That can only be done in mode of goodness. So what we have to do how do we go in mode of goodness? The only cure is Krishna consciousness. So we are materially contorted soul, conditioned soul, and the cure is Krishna consciousness as set forth here in Gita. Like
One minute,
the
Mataji, can I just add over here? I just want to add one small point here, Mataji. Like how it was saying that milk can cure, milk ka hi product hai curd, and that curd can cure a disease caused by milk. Similarly, we have a disease. What is a disease? We are materially absorbed, conditioned soul. We are materially absorbed. What is the solution? Same materially absorbed only we have to be. But this time we will be doing all our activities in the material world only, but in Krishna consciousness. So why milk and curd ka relation is that material activities are there even before when we are diseased, and material activities are there just like milk is a product of curd. Similarly, material activities will continue. Only difference is now it is mixed with Krishna consciousness. Then that becomes a cure for the disease of being conditioned in the material world.
Okay, Mataji, I have added your line.
Yeah.
I have added your
May I
line.
also add something, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Please add.
Basically, what here they are trying to say is we are into sense gratification.
Yes.
And instead of now being using our senses for our own self, we start using the senses for the Lord.
Right.
So that is how the purification takes place. And
I'm
then
writing.
you become, cured from the uses or your sense gratification.
Yeah, very
Oh,
nice. Instead of trying to
I'm writing
gratify
them.
our own senses, we will now try to gratify Krishna's senses.
Yes.
Nicely
Okay, I'm writing your points, Krishna's senses instead of our own senses. Instead of our own senses. Okay, I've written it. Some spelling mistakes are there, so I'll rewrite, rephrase, and send.
Thank
Okay,
you, Prabhuji.
so
Yeah.
this point is clear now.
Yes, yes.
12th, I have not done this sum of the sacrifice enumerated by Krishna and Bhagavad Gita 4.24 to 33 and explain their ultimate purpose. So this I have to do, and there are couple of things here.
Yeah,
I'll have to
there
see.
are so many verses to put all the.
Yeah, I have not done this, and I'm not sure we can
Basically,
leave this. We will ask
uh,
Mataji. Yes, Prabhuji.
basically, in short, Mataji, we have to do all the sacrifices,
For the whole
everything as a
Yuga.
sacrifice to Vishnu. So basically, that cycle which is there, which is telling of production, asking for rain, and this whole chakravyuh which is there, till the last that we offer the same food back to him and then eat it as a prasad. That is what is there in this.
Prabhuji, also there was somewhere, I don't remember whether these verses, there is also one point, no? For example, if you are reading the Bhagavad Gita, then you are using your intelligence and you're putting it in the sacrifice of the fire of something and then something else, the fire of the, a lot of things, comparing fire and all that. There was a like lot of verses coming. I don't know if it is these verses. Like that was very
Uh,
beautiful actually, and I always wanted to understand it better. Like now we are reading Bhagavad Gita, we are using our intelligence to understand Krishna, and
yes.
that is offering in the fire of something. So everything is related to fire kind of thing. If you search for it, maybe it is in these verses or in some other chapter. I actually don't remember clearly. See, it is here, Prabhuji. For example, in verse 26, it is given some sacrifice in the hearing process, like the unadulterated brahmacharis. What are they sacrificing? They are sacrificing their hearing process and their senses in the fire of mental control. So mental control is a fire. Mental control is like a fire, and they are sacrificing their hearing process and their senses into that fire. Then again in 27 it is given that one who is interested in achieving self-realization through control of mind and senses offers the functions of all senses and life breath into the fire of the controlled mind. So fire is compared to so many things. जैसे fire, the controlled mind is a fire. उसमें क्या offer कर रहे हैं? All the functions of senses, a life breath. So every verse they are comparing fire to something and what is offered into it is mentioned. So it's very nice actually. But you have to remember and put all the points down. What is a fire in each one? Again, it is given in verse 29. The process of breath restraint. There, the incoming breath and outgoing breath in page 226, verse 4.29. It is offered at the outgoing by curtailing the eating process. You are offering the outgoing breath into itself. So the outgoing breath itself is a fire, and you're offering it into itself by curtailing eating. So it's all very complicated actually. These sacrifices are not so simple. There are so many analogies where fire is compared to so many things.
Yes, and in 4.25, they have also explained that there are two primary divisions of sacrifices: sacrifice of worldly possessions and sacrifice in pursuit of transcendental knowledge. So we really need to understand the difference and read it in a little detail. So that is why I've left this, because it will require some time to understand.
Yeah.
Like Krishna conscious devotee, what does he do? He sacrifices all his material possessions and own self for Krishna's satisfaction. Like Arjuna sacrificed everything for Krishna. He was following the orders in the battlefield. Like he was behaving like a Kshatriya because Krishna wanted him to act like that. So, like that, we have to find some examples and understand the difference, and then we have to, I think,
If you
put the
make a
point
list,
and classify.
you have to
Yeah,
put them into a list actually.
that is why I didn't do it, because this required a lot of time, and I think I need
Yeah.
help. Or we will do the short answer first, and if we get time, we will go to that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Mataji.
Otherwise, it will take a lot of time, and we won't be able to finish.
All right, fine.
So for now, I have left this 4.29 says. Describe a devotee's attitude to longevity. Now here I have in this 4.29 there were two things given, so I'll explain both the things, both the longevity points. So first is the intelligent yogi is interested in attaining perfection in one life without waiting for the next. For by practicing Kumbhaka yoga, the yogis increase the duration of life by many years. So what are these yogis trying to do? This intelligent yogi, they want perfection, or they want to attain God. So they increase their age for many years so that they can perform penance or they can worship Lord and get his blessings. So these are one kind of yogis. The other one which they have classified is as devotees. A Krishna conscious person, however, being always situated in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, automatically becomes the control of the senses. His sense, being always engaged in the service of Krishna, has no chance of becoming otherwise engaged. So, at the end of life, he is naturally transferred to the transcendental plane of Lord Krishna. Consequently, he makes no attempt to increase his longevity. He is at once raised to the platform of liberation. So there are two points which is given in the paragraph. One is the yogi who's trying, like we spoke about Ashtanga yoga and all. So they're talking about them because they want to meditate upon Lord and use their knowledge, because that jnana yoga. So they increase their life longevity so that they can meditate upon Lord and reach to a stage of perfection. Now, here the second longevity used by devotees. The devotees are engaged totally, completely in transcendental loving service of Lord. So they are in that prema stage, that bhava, that nine devotional service we study. So they come into the prema stage where they don't think that anything belongs to them. The world doesn't belong to them. They're living in a world and using the world to serve Lord. So they don't attempt to increase their longevity, because for them Krishna is everything. So they are at once they are raised to the platform of liberation. So there are 2 points, and I have mentioned both the points.
Yeah.
Mataji, in which they are asking about the devotees, so only the second point is there. The first point is
Can just
basically for Mayavadi.
Yes,
Your
we
first
can just
point
it's
put a
about
actually,
comparison,
Mayavadi.
Prabhuji. We can just put a short comparison that the devotee's attitude to longevity is that he doesn't try at all to increase longevity because his
yes.
Mhm.
senses are already controlled as it is always engaged in Krishna. In contrast to for those yogis who are trying hard to do Kumbhaka yoga to increase their longevity so that they can attain perfection. Whereas the devotees already attained it without much trouble. So he doesn't want to
And
increase.
yeah, and here it's not about Mayavadi. I think they're talking about the Jnana Yoga, where they are meditating upon Lord ages after ages, and they're following the Jnana path of ladder. Because Bhakti Yoga is one, and then there is a Jnana. Ultimately, it leads to Bhakti, but
Actually,
Jnana
this
is
yogi,
something where they're
no,
trying.
Mataji, this yogi that we
Yes,
talk
ma'am.
about who do that Ashtanga yoga, no, they are in the Paramatma level, right? Or
Yeah,
actually
so
the
that is why
Brahman
they are
level.
trying. Yes. So, but here I think because they have written as intelligent yogi and it is left for us. So I thought that they are referring to the jnana thing, that they are trying to meditate upon Lord only.
Upon Paramatma, not Lord.
Yeah,
Because
Lord ya
if they
Paramatma.
meditate upon the Lord form, the personality form of
Yes.
Lord, then it becomes the highest bhakti. But these are
No,
those who meditate
that's right.
upon the Paramatma form.
They are doing it on Paramatma form, but they will even that form will also lead to Bhakti
So
Yoga, because after
yeah,
Jnana Yoga also you come to Bhakti, because then you go for a transcendental bliss. You're in state of spiritual ecstasy.
yeah.
That is when
So because
Bhakti
it
will
is
come.
correct, correct. So because it is very difficult and will take many years, that's why they need to extend their life. In contrast, the devotee doesn't need to increase his life because he's already in transcendental loving service of the personal form of the Lord.
Correct.
He has by elevator, he has already reached the top.
Yes. Because he's already
Uh,
loving Lord. For him, this material world is just an instrument to love and worship God, and everything he's doing in sacrifice. So we can say it's akarma here.
Yeah.
He's in a state of akarma, devotional service.
Okay. Very nice.
Okay, I have not done the next two questions, Mataji. Compare Srila Prabhupada's explanation of Bhagavad Gita 4.35 with Mayavadi's explanation of 35, and discuss at least three statements from Bhagavad Gita that reflect Srila Prabhupada's mood and mission.
This
I
is
will need
already
help on
been
mood
done
and
before,
mission.
no?
Yes, Mataji?
Question 1 also is the same thing, no? Question 1 and
Yeah,
15.
we need to do mood and mission, but I think we should write at least few points on mood and mission, because I have a feeling that this question might come up.
Question 2 and question 15 are same.
And so we should do mood and mission. At least we should write 2-3 lines on mood and mission.
We
And
can
what I remember,
class Mataji in the doubt session, mood and mission.
yes. Rajat Prabhu, any highlights on mood and mission?
no, Mataji.
See, I remember what Mataji told in class, that Prabhupada's mode and mission was that he was instructed. He's coming from a disciplic succession, and his guru has said, Bhakti Vedanta Thakur, I think, has asked him to compile the books in English and then to spread the message of Krishna consciousness all over the world. So Srila Prabhupada is on that spree, and he's trying to bring everyone to Krishna consciousness, because that the book is like back to Godhead. Because he wants to take us back to Godhead. That is one thing which I remember in his mood and vision. That's all I remember. So if any inputs are there, I'll be happy to write. Or we can wait.
Hare Krishna Mataji, we
Mataji,
have
I'll
to
just
give
tell you
numbers
what,
like sloka numbers, chapter 4,
Mataji, I'll just tell
in
you
which
what the mood
sloka
and
it is
mission
given.
is. To follow the orders of his guru and spread the word of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and save as many as possible from the cycle of life and death.
Prabhuji, can you say where? Because it is given, discuss 3 statements from Bhagavad Gita chapter 4. So you have to
Yes.
find out.
I'm just saying what is the mood and mission.
Yeah.
This I have noted
Yeah,
it.
this
I think
point even Siddha Mataji was saying that it's basically to
it's in the
follow.
preface. It's in the preface or somewhere it is written.
Ah,
Thing. This is what. So we should remember first what is the mood and mission, and then obviously we'll have to find out uh, from the verses.
yeah.
Because you have to find from chapter 4 only.
So basically, 3 things are there. One is to follow orders of the Guru. Then second is spread the word of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And third is to save as many as possible from the cycle of life and death.
All right.
And the distributing Bhagavad Gita, will it come?
No, Matu, that is not true.
Preaching and all.
Which one?
That comes now in the spread of the word
Preaching.
of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Preaching.
Whatever preaching etc. we are doing is coming under that. And follow the orders of the Guru is also that he told him to write and spread the word as far as possible.
Yes. Yeah, we have to go through the whole.
Mataji, you have made the list. What shall we ask to Ashwara Mataji? Siddha Mataji?
Yes. And I have also added all the points Mataji and Prabhuji has said me to add. All those points have been added. I just have to rewrite and then I'll share.
Okay, Mataji.
We have only done chapter 4. We think we need to come tomorrow also, and tomorrow I have done 5 and 6 also. So we'll
So
join tomorrow.
we'll do chapter 2 and 3, and I'll do chapter 2 and 3. You do chapter 5 and 6 tomorrow. What time?
Can we finish? Can we finish it tomorrow, Mataji? Then we need to come during day also, not evening, because we are taking 1.5 for one chapter.
Okay, so what time tomorrow, Mataji? All of you, which is the suitable time?
Mataji, same. I think 8 o'clock is fine.
Prabhuji, we will need at least 1 hour. Pravina Mataji takes, and 1 hour if I take, then we can do still 2 chapters. We want to finish.
But Prabhuji, it will become 10 because now we are doing one chapter in about 45 minutes. We have to do 4
1 hour.
chapters. Yeah, we need to do 4 chapters.
Mataji, I can suggest you all have already prepared the answers and written it down somewhere. So you can post the thing prior to your.
We want to discuss also.
Because we are rewriting the Prabhuji, like you told some points, but others will not know. They will not even, they might or might not go through our this call recording. So I'll make the changes, and like you have approved, then I'll share. Because if I've written a wrong answer and somebody doesn't have time, and they will write wrong answer in the question exam then.
Mataji, yesterday I didn't make any changes because I didn't have time. You said no, just post your original answer, so I didn't make the change. I didn't get time.
But your answers were not wrong, Mataji. Your all answers were correct. It was just 1 or 2 points we just suggested. Your answers were correct.
See, Mataji, what is there is we have to finally write in our own words. So it is not that all of us have to have the simpler. The points need to be covered the same. So what I can suggest is instead of writing long answers, if you write it in point form and just to explain in the class so that we understand, and then we write it actually in the exam in our own wording. Because it shouldn't happen that all of us are writing exactly verbatim.
True.
So
So let's do one thing.
Instead of discussing
Pravina Mataji,
like Prabhuji is saying, instead of taking so much time for one chapter, tomorrow we'll do a little bit more fast, and we just quickly read everything, and that's it. Like we won't discuss in so much detail because
Mataji, let's do one thing.
Yeah.
Pravina Mataji, let's do one thing. Let's meet 2 times. Once in the morning and one in the evening. Morning time you take, and you finish second and third chapter. You come during morning and you finish this, and in the evening I will come and I'll finish 5 and 6. Again, whoever can join will join and address the points and tell us our mistakes, or they can add their points, and we will rephrase whatever corrections we have to, and then we will post. Because Monday we have to ask Aishwarya Mataji. And even after that, we will be left with some long answer question and some discussions which we are not even sure of.
Okay, so Shraddha Mataji, you suggest the time for morning and evening. Early morning you can come?
Morning, what time, Mataji?
8 to 9 is okay for you? 8 to 9?
Will you be able to complete both the chapters? Because just have a buffer so that we finish second and third chapter both.
I'll try and sit up to tonight and see. I'll just write in short everything.
Yeah, 8 to 9 or 10. 8 to 9, 10. Just keep the little time extension because we will finish. 8 to 9 or 10
till we finish the chapter 2 and 3. And evening what time? Evening, like Prabhuji said, we can do again 8 to 9 or 10, 8 p.m. 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow, 2 meetings.
Mataji, will 9 be okay for you, or 9 a.m. will be okay for you, or you want 8 a.m. only?
If you want 9, then we have to make it a little bit later actually, because I have tomorrow someone guest coming for lunch. So I have to prepare before they come. They will come only around 11:30. But before I start cooking, if I can finish the meeting.
Okay, we'll come at 8 to 10, Mataji.
If it is okay.
8 a.m.
Yeah,
8 a.m.
And again 8 p.m.
How about 7? Okay. 7 to 9 we can finish then.
All right, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. and 7 to 9 and morning Morning
8 to 10.
10.
We will write it in the group that morning 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. is class for chapter 2 and 3 discussion by Praveena Mataji, and evening 7 to 9 discussion on chapter 5 and 6.
All right, fine.
That will help.
Okay. Anybody who can join, they can come join, leave or whatever. We'll anyway share the recordings, you know.
Then let's do one thing, Mataji. You share the PDF of chapter 1, 2, and 3 all together in one shot, and I'll share the PDF of 4, 5, 6 in one shot so that people are not confused with small chapters.
Okay. Chapter 1 I've already shared. No need to share again, no?
Okay, don't share again, but share the PDF again. Like this is my chapter 1 by Praveena Mataji, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Then
Okay.
I'll share mine, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6.
Yeah, that is after the meeting and we discuss and all, you know.
Tomorrow we can do it, or on Monday we will share our everything. Because we will have to do some corrections or add points. So
Yeah.
we might take some time, and Monday let people start reading, pouring their suggestion if we feel we have interpreted it wrong.
Okay.
And if someone wants to come and tell us, then we can at least improvise it.
All right. Okay.
And then I have left few long answer question. We need to find a meeting time and finish those also. At least 2 lines. So that we can elaborate in the class, in the exam, if at all it comes, but we should be clear with the question.
Right. Okay. Or we
So
can
tomorrow,
ask Mataji on Monday. If she says that no need to
there are
be there,
so
that-
many Mataji. We need to shorten
Yeah.
them first before asking Aishwarya Mataji.
Yeah. All right.
And we need to compile them. We can't ask everything
Okay.
from her, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So morning we are meeting 8 to 10.
Right. Okay.
Rajat Prabhuji, you will be
Rajat
coming.
Prabhu,
Minal
Minal
Mataji, you will
Mataji.
be coming.
See, try and come. Otherwise, anyway, you
Yes,
can hear the
yes,
recording and see the
Mataji.
PDF.
I'll try, Mataji.
Yeah. All right.
And Prabhuji, even if you don't come, Minal Mataji, if you don't come, please go through our answers and please share, because we can be wrong, because sometimes we are explaining, we are interpreting, so we can be wrong.
Yeah.
Please do read the PDFs which we share.
Mataji, we will definitely read, don't worry.
Okay. All right.
Okay then.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Don't
Krishna.
worry, all your answers are good, Mataji, don't worry.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
All right.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Krishna.